Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another Filmmaker interview, one of my favorite parts of the Garden State Film Festival. From March 27th through March 30th, you can check out our 23rd annual Garden State Film Festival back in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and Cranford, New Jersey. You can check out 200 films from various different places, all different types of films. You can check out that lineup at gsff.org, as well as any of your tickets. And one of the films you can check out this year is a feature film called That Creep from the Bar Last Night. I love that name. Michael, Rachel, hello, welcome, and congratulations on your acceptance to Garden State Film Festival.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really honored and super excited to be there. We've, kept track of this festival for a long time, and this is really exciting that we get to be a part of it.
Oh my gosh, what an honor. That's so cool. Okay, well, we're going to talk about that. But first, let me introduce you guys and the film. That Creep from the Bar Last Night, we got Michael Coppola. He was writer, director, producer, and the lead actor in the film. And Rachel Coppola, who was producer and played Jackie in the film. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to me. And first, let's just get started by you guys telling us a little bit about That Creep from the Bar Last Night.
Yeah, for sure. So this is a really exciting project. I actually wrote this 11 years ago now. So it's 10 years later that we actually were able to produce it, and it was just a real passion project. We've both been acting for a long time. We met a lot of great people along the way in our journey as actors, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. And it was really exciting that we got to bring a lot of these super talented people on board for this project and work with some real artists that we have a lot of respect for.
Oh my gosh. And tell us a little, like, what can we know about the film? What can we see when we go to Garden State Film Festival?
Yeah, it's a good question. So it's definitely a gritty New York drama. It's not a comedy. And it probably has some funny, laughable parts in it, but for the most part, it really follows the downward spiral of an addict as he's trying to connect and see his daughter on her birthday. So he's got a young daughter that he's estranged from, and he has an addiction problem. We don't know exactly what caused the separation. You start to find out throughout the film, but the whole thing is really, him not being able to see her on her birthday, and then just the kind of reaction that he has to that news in terms of, taking a lot of substances and downward spiraling, and then dedicating himself to making sure he gets to see her on her birthday.
And there's a twist.
There is a twist.
We can't reveal it.
Yes, I got to see some of that twist. Oh, it is you said it. It's not a comedy.
No.
Michael playing the lead, your character goes through it, got some demons, very complex, very heavy character.
Yes.
What was it like playing that character and also directing the film?
It's a great question. I wasn't originally supposed to direct. So we had another director lined up. It just ended up not working out. It fell through. And then I was pushed by both Rachel and our other producer, Michael, to direct it myself instead of bringing on somebody we did not know. And that was a challenge in itself. Being an actor for a long time, one thing that we don't do is give our scene partner notes. So to then be the person who not only has to act, play the lead role, and have basically share a scene with every other actor in the film, but then also have to, call cut and then give them notes was at first uncomfortable for me. It's something that I got used to, and I think I was able to find a really good relationship with my team. But taking it on as a first-time director and having to learn what that means and how to direct and all of the technical stuff, as well as how to speak to actors and get the best out of them, and then on top of that, take on the lead role, I think was the hardest part for me, because usually I can focus just on that one thing.
Right. And is this your directorial debut?
It is, yeah.
And directing wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a lot.
Rachel, you were one of the people that pushed him to do it, and as producer, right? That's you got a big say in it. So what made you think Michael was the right person to direct this, and what attracted you to this project?
Yeah, of course. Well, first off, Michael and I are married, so I'm biased, but big fan of Mike's work. I've seen how hard he's worked the past couple of years. Got to read the script firsthand, which I really, really loved. And there was just no other person to direct this project than Michael. He had the vision. He just everything that happened behind camera was because of our team and Michael just bringing this project to life. So I think the reason why the project turned out the way it did, a big reason, is because we got to execute it the way that, you know, we wanted to, and really do justice to Michael's vision. So wouldn't have it any other way.
Wow. I love that. I love that. And how did you feel about playing Jackie? Was this a role that you saw yourself in where you were reading the script? Michael, did you write this role for Rachel? Like, how was Jackie for you?
Yeah. So when Mike wrote the script, we didn't even know each other yet.
Okay.
I knew I would not be playing the love interest because that's just too close to home. But Jackie, she's just an incredible, incredible character. Just someone that you can really depend on, that you want in your life. So she really spoke to me, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity, and also for Mike believing in me to take on that role. And yeah, I mean, all the characters that you're going to see in this film have a lot of depth to them. But I think Jackie's kind of the one lighter character out of all the characters you'll see in the film.
Yeah, when I said there might be a few laughable moments, they're almost all from Jackie. She's definitely the comedic part of the movie. But also, just to expand on what Rachel said about, you know, we are married, and especially a dark character like that, like, I invest myself in it fully, and I'm working on this, you know, for 6 hours a night, every night, and it's heavy and it's a lot of stuff. So, you know, really, I don't like to take that home with me. When I do wrap it up, I don't want to like have these lingering thoughts and feelings and connection that I've like worked so hard to build with this character that is now her. So Jackie was also not only just a great character and a great fit for Rachel, but also a great fit for us as a couple, because we share a couple of moments and a couple of scenes together, but there's nothing, you know, really dark or really traumatic that we'd have to then take back into our personal lives together as we're building it.
Maybe in the future, though, we could see you guys do. No, just kidding. Let's focus on this film. Let's focus.
We're open.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And so you guys both produced this, and this is a feature film, which making any film is hard to do. But this feature, there's a lot of characters in it. There's a lot going on in it. And like you said, you wrote this. You said you how long ago did you write this?
11 years ago. Yeah.
11 years ago. And you guys started producing. Like so what was producing like? When did you guys first start this project and, you know, put it in production?
Yeah, good question. So we started on December 1st of 2023. We do have a third producer named Michael Banks. So the three of us had our very first production meeting on that date. And we actually did our, you know, cast and crew viewing of the script on November 1st of this year. So it took us 11 months almost to the day, actually exactly to the day, from the day we started to the day we did it. We shot the whole thing in 11 days, and I wrote it 11 years ago, which is all pretty wild to think. Yeah.
I'm amazed that it's at this festival and you guys started filming. You guys had your first cast reading November 1st, 2024?
No, sorry. That's when we showed our casting crew the actual finished product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it took us 11 months to shoot it, and then we got to show them what
that's
we did.
insane.
Yeah, that would be wild.
We work real fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Well, how long so filming itself was 11 days?
11 days.
You love the number 11.
Yes, it just all happened. I actually really do love the number 11, which is the fun part, but it all just kind of worked out that way. So yeah, we shot on April 6th of last year, and then we shot 10 straight days from the 20th to 30th of last year in April.
Okay, so you guys both produced this, and what made that successful? How do you shoot a feature in 11 days? What made that creep from the bar? How did you guys get it done?
I'll jump in. A huge testament to our team. We just trusted a lot of amazingly talented individuals that put together an incredibly strict shooting schedule that we worked very closely on as a team all around before even going into shooting. We had every shot timed by the minute. There were certain situations where we had to be out of certain buildings by a certain amount of time. So we wanted to get every shot. So just going into it extremely prepared. Just getting everything together on the back end so that when we went into filming, we were just able to execute all the work that we had put into it for the past 10 plus months before we started filming.
Yeah. Prep work and get a really
Yeah.
good first AD. I think that.
Wow. And speaking of like the first AD, and you said you had to be really that time crunch and you had to finish that scene. I know not all the time, the shoot
Yeah.
schedule doesn't get followed,
Sure.
what you allot that time for. So have this crew worked together before?
No, actually, they were all random. I would say, in terms of the crew, we didn't really know anybody. Actually, they were all people that we had found through, some crew calls and stuff like that. We did hundreds of interviews, and we really found people that we thought were not only good at what they did, had good work, but were very, passionate about filmmaking. I think that was the big thing. Everybody on our set just showed up ready to go, fully prepared every single day, and I just think it just speaks to the fact that they're not doing this because they think it's cool or they want to, make some bucks or whatever. They're doing it because they love making films. And I think that was the number one trait that we found in every single person we worked with that helped that come to fruition.
And speaking of how it made it successful and what, made this film come to Garden State Film Festival that we get to see it, Michael, what made, wearing all these hats, directing, producing, being the lead actor, what made that successful for you? How did you pull that off?
Definitely compartmentalizing. So, it's just a lot of work. Like it's a lot of pre-work. Everybody, thinks about shooting a film and, they write the script. And if you've never done it, the assumption is you just show up and you start to shoot the shots. And yeah, you have an idea. You're on this set today. You're going to shoot some scenes. But I mean, just the amount of work for each of those roles that went in pre-production was, countless time. And I'm somebody that I really need to focus on one thing at a time, or else I can't split my attention. I get too distracted and I'm all over the place. So each night when I would sit down, after dinner, I would usually work. I do a lot of my work at night. So I'd work from, 7 or 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. on this project every night. And I would sit down with an intention of today, I'm going to work strictly as an actor. Today, I'm going to work strictly as a director. Now, this is going to be based on how do I direct actors? The next day is going to be based on, shot scheduling and what shots we want to get and stuff like that. So really, focusing with just one hat at a time, even though I'm wearing all those hats. And sometimes that pressure from other departments can come on me I know I need to figure out how to direct, but I still need to take the time at the end of the day. Being an actor, I really believe that, the actors tell this story. And if I had let that suffer because I was so worried about being a director, then all of that work would have been for nothing, because that performance really is the main performance in the whole film. I'm in every single scene, and the whole thing pretty much follows my story.
Yeah.
So, just really compartmentalizing things was what made it successful for me.
Yeah, lots of discipline there too. Okay, so we're running on the last 2 minutes. I usually ask this question first right off the bat, but I kind of just flowed into this conversation that we were having, which has been fantastic. But also, what was the inspiration for writing this, if I can ask you?
Yeah, so I was at a red light when I lived in Brooklyn, and I saw this guy. He was, kind of a worn out looking type of guy standing outside of school, just kind of staring into the playground as kids played. And it stuck out to me as just, an odd thing. And then my mind started going and trying to just figure out who this person is. And then I think where that went from there was, we see these people all the time that we judge, no matter for any number of reasons. We could be seeing them on their worst day, and they're never like this, or we could be seeing them on, exactly what they are, but they became this way somehow. So then my whole thought process behind the film was to take a guy who, at face value, if you don't know him, but you see him at a bar, who come off as a creep or come off, just really bad. And those would be the only stories you'd tell. You'd leave that day, tell your friends about it. If it ever came up again, you guys would laugh about it, but you'd never find out that guy's story. And that was my main goal, is to kind of tell a backstory about who this guy might be and why he's in this state in the one time that you see him at the bar. And that's really what this genesis was. And then a bunch of rewrites ended us up with the story we filmed and shot.
Well, I'm happy I asked, because that's truly amazing and really explains the title of the film.
Yeah.
It took everything for me not to say. And one of the things you can see at Garden State Film Festival is the creep from the bar last night. just thought I'd throw that in there because I was like, I can't say it like that. But anyway, that all to say is that is a really interesting inspiration story, and really cool. I'm glad that scene sparked in this film from you, and I hope that man is okay. And yeah, but my last question for you guys is, you were saying earlier you've been tracking Garden State Film Festival. So How does it feel to have that Creep from the Bar last night going to be playing at this year's 23rd Garden State Film Festival?
Man, we're thrilled.
Yeah.
We're so
We've been
excited.
telling everybody. I mean, we booked our Airbnb. We are so pumped to go there and just see all these other filmmakers. We've been watching a lot of the trailers, connecting with a lot of the filmmakers on social media just to try to touch base and say hi. So yeah, I mean, you guys have built such a great community. And I mean, everybody that we've talked to, like once we posted that we got in, we had a lot of unsolicited messages from people who have gone that we never even thought to ask, but people just have been raving about the film festival. So many people have said it's their favorite one they went to. So we're just, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm so excited.
Honored and excited.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, it has been such an honor to talk to you both. Congratulations again. And let me tell everyone watching how you can see this film. It will be playing Saturday, March 29th at the Jersey Shore Arts Center. The film block is 6:15 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So go to gsff.org, get your tickets. You can get individual tickets, Parkway Pass, weekend passes. It seems like, Michael and Rachel, you're going to be there for like Filmmakers Night throughout the whole
we're
gala.
doing it all.
Come say hi to us.
We're doing it all.
Come say hi to them. Like you said, it really is a beautiful community. It's really Filmmakers Film Festival, and for the film, for the art, for the passion, for the filmmakers like you guys. So thank you again. Congratulations. And I'll see you at the film festival.
Awesome.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thanks, Sophia.